The Gambino bosses were known for their powerfulness, but in order for them to gain that power, they had soldiers and associates that were deeply involved, from bookmaking, extortion, loan sharking, and murder. John Alite was a hitman for the Gambino crime family. He eventually turned informant.
He killed so many people. He really killed a lot of people. One particular case, he told me the story that he had to go after this guy, and they're chasing this guy for weeks and weeks. Finally come up with him, and he sees the guy. The guy runs up the stairs in his house, his mother's house, and empties a pistol on him in his back. And then he left. I said, did he live? John's answer to me was, I don't know. You don't know if he lived? You shot the guy up? No, I don't even know.
John Alite, they used to call him the boogeyman. He was the most feared guy in Ozone Park, Woodhaven, Richmond Hill. I don't care what anybody says. When he came around, it was to put work in. He was going to shoot somebody. He was going to baseball bat somebody. He was going to stab somebody. That's the only time he came around. So they used to call him the boogeyman.
He had to get somebody when he had to do a hit, and he knew the guy. And it was just like, let's go out. They went out and had dinner and drinks and all this other shit. And they had a great time together. And at the end of the evening, he put two in his ear. I mean, that's cold. That's treachery.
So when John would come around, guys would scat, run. Even if they didn't have a problem with John, they just didn't want to be there because if something is said wrong, John's going to crack him. He was a tough guy with his hands. He was a tough guy with a gun. He was a tough guy with a bat. He was a tough guy with a knife. And I was told this by the guys that came before me.
John Alite, he had millions and millions of dollars. He owned legitimate businesses, a parking garage, parking businesses where they park at restaurants and so forth. Of course, he sold a lot of drugs too, and he's a ferocious guy. I could remember one time during lunch, we met for lunch in a restaurant, a steakhouse, and I'm sitting there with him, and I looked at him, I said, you know, John, I'm sitting here with you. At any moment, they can come in and just blast away. He looked at me dead straight in the eye, serious as shit, and he said, I don't have to worry about them. They have to worry about me.
I know that when him and Ronnie won on in 1989, when Ronnie got straightened out, he was Albanian. I thought he was Italian. Alite, his name ends in a vowel, so I thought he was Italian. But I was a kid. What did I know? And he walks like an Italian, which a lot of Albanians do. So I didn't know that. So Ronnie gets straightened out. Alite couldn't. He would have probably got straightened out as well if he was Italian. Him and Ronnie had a business together, a bar. And so they didn't want, they figured that's too much power. Now that Ronnie's made and you got this madman, anybody can say anything they want, everybody thought Johnny Alite was a madman. So what they did was they sent them down 101st Avenue to the Gottis.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. This clip came from one of my interviews I did in the past. Please hit subscribe if you want to get more clips like this.